I've been here before, I think. Well, let's look at our memory version. Actually, yeah, what is this? It's the room that we saw the woman in earlier. You know, actually, that's my mother. Right. Because the guy talked to her, but he said he talked to my mother to find me, so this must be her room. That's my guess. Checking things around still. Also, there is a doll sitting on top of this to the left here. Oh, it looks just like one of the dolls I need to take pictures of, though. Does not count? I guess doesn't count. Well, let's pick up the shiny. My diary. Rika's diary, too. Today I played in the garden again, and because it's by the workshop, I heard a grinding noise. I thought it was Father, but it wasn't. I didn't get to see him after all. Father is always making masks. When Father doesn't stroke my head, I feel lonely. When he doesn't hug me, it's boring. That's a little bit questionable, but okay. I asked Mother when we'll be done working, but I didn't get an answer. Let's investigate a little bit. I mean, there wouldn't be dolls in this section. That looks like a doll, but it doesn't count, so whatever. Let's explore a bit more. On top of the antique desk, old textbooks and notebooks are lined up. There is an upright piano I've always played. Dolls and vases decorate the top of the piano. Hello outside. Where is this? It doesn't look like the location that we're in currently. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just a part I haven't been to yet. To be honest, it looks more like a traditional Fatal Frame location. I can note this about this game. The location that this game takes place in is very different than the settings of Fatal Frame 1, 2, and 3. The main location this game is set in. It's not like radically different that you can't tell that's Fatal Frame, but it's different enough that it feels quite a bit different. It doesn't have a lot of the typical Fatal Frame tropes. And I feel like the rooms, all the Fatal Frame games have kind of thematic rooms, but I feel like the thematic rooms are a bit more flashy in this game. Not a bad thing. I find them interesting. So, yeah. But I can say that the setting is quite a bit different than your typical Fatal Frame game. It not so much so that it doesn't feel like a Fatal Frame setting, but enough that it's noted. Because Fatal Frame 1, 2, and 3, even though I love all three of those games and I love their settings, you have to admit all three settings are pretty similar to each other. Yeah, but regardless of... I know that technically they're different, but they share a lot of the same things in common with each other. So, yeah. Hi, broom closet. Wait, there's another doll. Does that count? God dang it, there's all these dolls here and they don't actually count towards my doll count, so... Check in there. How'd I go? I was just coming out of the closet. Okay. Is that a memory person? A ghost? To be seen. I'll follow, though. Is the door locked? I'll come after you in a sec. Oh, you're gone, actually. I was gonna say, is there anything else down here? Yes, there is. There's actually downstairs. I'm gonna check over here first. Let's open this. Here we be. And because of my discussion, people are talking, of course, about the opinions and all that. My stance is that all the Fatal Frame... I mean, of course, not all the Fatal Frame games are the same or anything, but they have their similarities. I think this one does feel different for a number of reasons. One of the most obvious reasons is because the camera's very different, but I think there's other reasons besides that as well. There's a shiny over there I'm going to pick up first, I've decided. My mother's diary. Sayaka diary, too. I'll read that in a second because I haven't actually picked up her first diary, which is what I assume is over here. There's an old Japanese-style dresser covered with beautiful peonies. on the framework. It contains several equally beautiful kimonos. Let's go pick up this shiny, which I bet is your first diary. Let me go pick that up. This is my mother's. I saw Ruka standing in the moonlit garden. I don't know what she was holding. She just stood there with a blank expression, muttering. Ruka seems frightened whenever she sees herself in the mirror. Before she blooms, I must consult Dr. Ribera. If I don't hurry, it'll be too late to see a doctor. I think Ruka may have had this problem for some time. Someday, when Ruka's cured, I'll see her smile. Alright, then we also have her second diary, which obviously I skipped over because I realized that I didn't read the first one, and I was sure this was her first diary, so... Yeah. There we go, Sayaka's diary too. He put the mask on Ruka. Various masks were placed before the altar. Is this what caused Ruka to suffer from the disease? He's changed. The time he spends confined in his workshop increases daily, and every time he returns from his workshop, I feel as though he isn't telling me something. His eyes have fallen deeply into shadow, and there is an increasing sense of darkness, but the strange brilliant glow in his eyes only increases with each day that passes. The color of irritation is visible in the words he speaks. Now, whatever he is pursuing, he won't talk to me about it. However, he is clearly completely dedicated to it. Obsessed, even. What is he going to do? When I think about it, my faith in him wavers. When all of this work is finished, will Soya come back? Perhaps he'll never return. Such thoughts have flashed through my mind. He's so different now from the Soya I knew. I have to keep Ruka away from him. Couples need to talk out their issues more often, instead of writing it down in a diary. I mean, I'm sure it wouldn't actually fix anything, so I'm sure he's crazily obsessed with some ritualistic thing or another, but yeah. Let's go take a solid look around. The small dresser is crafted with butterflies, beautiful peonies on the framework. Let's glance around one more time. Is there anything over here? Nope, though there's a spirit radio here, notably in a few masks. Well, time to head to the downstairs location, because there's apparently nothing in the closet. I'm also going to assume there's no dolls here, because I've seen a couple. It looks like they were going to honest thought. It looks like there were some dolls put around, but I guess they decided not to actually make dolls they need to snap photos of, because we've seen 2 dolls so far, but you can't snap pictures of either of them, so yeah. Since this is a memory, I'm just assuming that we're free to do whatever. Let's go further on down. It looks kind of moody down here. Alright, here we be. We're closer to the outside than we were before. I'm gonna look through here a little bit. Yeah, that seems fine. There wasn't a door? No, that was just part of the wall. No. Since there is a drawer blocking the way, I'm guessing it's the last door we're going to go through. That's because this gets pushed over, but nothing gets pushed over in Fatal Frame games. What are you talking about? Open this. Well, here we be. Now people are talking about how the Fatal Frame games are color-coded, which is indeed true. Inside the family altar, a mask has been enshrined. Small memorial tablets are lined up on either side. It almost looks like... There's something... I'll just examine it and see if I can actually open it. The door is wrought in and jammed shut. It should be the closet that contains the futons, but I'm not sure that's all there is in there. Yep. There's also another way to glance. I like how all these are open just a peek so you can take a glance outside. There's no good reason for you to, at least yet, but it's nice. Of course, there's the blue shiny over here catching our attention and our hearts. goes ourselves. They're in the good old courtyard. I guess that's the us that was looking vacantly and muttering to ourselves that our mother was talking about. Yes, I'll pick up the shiny. A photo of my father? Cutscene. Cutscene. And we're away from Memory Land. It's fine. I'm guessing there wasn't anywhere else we could go after we picked that up. Which means it's time to go outside and have a ghost probably show us the way. There's an upright piano, though. Yeah, we've read that before. Mother ghost. Don't ghost like my mother no more. There's the thing under the bed. I guess I'll pick it up now. There's a key here. A small cherry key. Not sure where it goes to, but yeah. Apparently, the ghost in the chair of Sayaka, our mother said, "Did you forget again, Ruka?" No. Let's get our... That's like 3 books on top of each other. Is this my diary? Probably 3 of your diaries. Apparently, you just write a few pages in each one and then scrap it away. Tomorrow is the day of the festival. I can see the mass dancing. I can't wait to go to the festival with everyone. But if I put on a mask, will I forget about everything again? This illness makes me lose my memories. I remember being sick, but the people who I can't meet anymore, the people who have died, my father, they all disappear. If I try to remember, I start feeling scared. But if I don't remember, my father will disappear. The father I can't remember will die. I'm scared of remembering, but please don't disappear. The box contains a mask. When I took it out of the box and looked at it carefully, I faintly remembered something. This is... Are we gonna see a flashback? We're gonna see a flashback. There was like 3 books there, but I guess we only picked up 1. Sure, I'll pick up the mask. Do I need to look at the right angle? Okay, there we go. Let's do it. Before I continue, as I kind of expected, I'm guessing our father didn't just go to the workshop for no reason. He was making a mask for us. Now, if the mask is for good or bad intent, we'll find out. I'm pretty sure it's for good intent, especially since apparently we were close to budding before, which we've talked about as the ghost awakening or something. And most people that have budding die. But yet we're alive all these years later, so our father probably did something to protect us or something like that. Or maybe not. We'll find out more, I guess. Also, I'm going to just mention I love how Child Rika just goes, like she's so confused with the mask on, like an animal. Like, It makes me think about how, like, turkeys look up at the sky when it starts raining, like, oh. But still, though. The day of the festival, when I was kidnapped, it hurts to remember. Anyways, going on from that. That day, when I was kidnapped, what did you do to me? This is obviously an important story chapter. It's our character Ruka remembering quite a few things. There's nothing else glowing blue or anything, so I'm gonna finally go outside and have a ghost walk in front of me to point me in some other direction. No. Peekaboo. I don't know what we're supposed to do, so I guess I'm gonna head out this way. No ghosts leading me nowhere. Oh, yep, here we go. Oh, there's a ghost outside the window. I feel dumb. I almost didn't even see that. I almost walked right by the ghost, not realizing there was a ghost there in the window. Ivy is clinging to one side of the window. Down below, a light is visible in the courtyard. How many dolls do I have? I have 40. I'm at exactly the 40 number. We're going doll deep, which means that we're over. Oh, yeah, we're gonna take a picture of that doll, but yeah. We've got 40 dolls. Ivy's cleaning the side of the window. Anyways, I'm going to assume that maybe we need to go this way. If nothing happens, I'll go head back, but let's get ourselves going. There's nothing else going blue in that room, and we're done going through memory lane. There's something going blue here. What it is, I couldn't tell you. Looks like it's over here, though. Here it is. Or, yeah, there it is. Found a diary. Sayaka's Diary 3, so that's obviously the right way to go, because now we're finding more of Sayaka's diaries. Oh boy. I used the key. Oh. Well, that seems important. Did we use the key to open the diary? Opened the diary using the key. Okay. Ruka, I'm sorry. Wow, this is a long diary. It's 12 pages. Ruka, I'm sorry. I don't think that I can take it anymore. When I heard from the detectives how you were found, everything I believed in collapsed with a noise. They say that the tunnel they found you in was connected to the elevator shaft at Ibera Hospital. I realized that putting you onto the hospital and asking Dr. Ibera to cure you was nothing but a mistake. And when I heard what condition your clothes were in when you were found and what the tunnel was like, who would have thought that the person was involved? To imagine that the murderer was really involved in all this. Then there really isn't any place that can offer us peace anymore. Mr. Kirishima said it, that was the detective, and said it was unreasonable to take me to the place that Mr. Kirishima said it was unreasonable to take me to the place where you were found, from the first floor of Ugetsu Hall corridor crossing to Ibera Hospital. Empty page. In the basement of Ibera Hospital, there's no elevator button that goes further down than the first floor. That's where you were, against the old tunnel wall where the hospital's construction work was suspended, right under the moon reflection well. Only a thin light shines down from the dark of the well. The cold air from that place makes the body tremble uncontrollably. When I stood in that place, I could only cry. Back then, what happened to you? Why did your heart break? Your memories vanish. Dr. Katagari said that even if your memory doesn't return, you are fortunate to have survived. For now, we must try not to suspect the balance of your barely maintained mental state. Upset, of course. From now on, maybe it's not possible for you to recover slowly and then return to a normal life again, but you probably won't remember anything from before you lost your memory. What reason do you have to remember when it would only break your heart? Just maybe, there's a chance that you may bloom. It will be hard to lose our irreplaceable memories, but we need to forget about the things of the past. What you remember, what happened to us. You're actually wrong, Sayaka. Don't forget. Remember, but move on. It's not good to cling to the past or live in the past, but it is important to remember what happened in the past, what's important to us, the good, the bad, and all that, and move forward. So, yeah. We should only look forward, holding hands tightly. From now on, only remember the good things. Sayaka. This woman's very ignorant. Anyways, there's also something else shiny here. Is it up? Down? All around? There it is. Oh wow, that's a lot of blue crystals again. We're not done yet. Something else somewhere. There it is. It's shining blue. That wasn't there a moment ago, I don't think. So I'm gonna go pick it up now. At the very least, I overlooked if it was. Nurse's note. Picked up the note. Stagnant air flows through the hospital. Hospital staff dying in accidents. And patients disappearing mysteriously. The sorrowful presence here suddenly began. Alright. Ever since the day, the behavior of the patients has become increasingly strange. Now, I'm going to mention this right now. It's important to not live in the past. It's important to have happy memories and remember these happy memories fondly. But I can also say that only focusing on the happy, only moving forward is not the way to live life. It's important to remember the painful, the sad, the times where we weren't always good, all that fun stuff, and move forward from that. If you don't remember that stuff, then history could very well repeat itself, and a selective memory is typically not a good attitude to have. Still, though, now I understand that recovering your memories could make her bloom. I'm just talking in general here, so yeah. Going from there, I'm talking in a more general sense. Anyway, she's remembering her memories right now, so we'll see how that develops. The doctors and nurses are being crushed by the dismissal or by the dismal atmosphere. After Tsubaki on the 3rd floor died, I had to take charge of her duties. There were until new people can be hired. I had to take over. There was no one else. I maintained contact with the patient that left the hospital, the child that was kidnapped and found safely. When the child's room was cleared, I found her mother's diary. The mother and child have left the island now, and they will be coming back to get it soon. All it held was painful memories of the place on the island where they grew up. They may come back someday. Until that time, it's important to keep it safe. Hello, nurse? There that goes. Well, follow the ghost somewhere. I don't know where the memories are supposed to be, but let me try going backwards, and if nothing triggers backwards, I'll go forwards. Seems like I'm following a trail of notes here somewhere or another. Nothing really over that way, so yeah. I'll head back and go further the direction we're going. Open this. I'm not sensing anything else, but yeah. I'll continue heading out of this corner of the hospital. It's kind of weird to call it a hospital, because it doesn't really seem very hospital-like often. I'll save here because I'm in the neighborhood. Just in the neighborhood. That's not stuck in my head. Alright. Gary's room, okay. Being told to go back for some item or another, though I was actually going to check this corner first. Yeah, you know what, I'll first go over there. Sure, fine. Now, thing to check. Oh. That's where I was about to go anyway. You didn't even say anything. I was gonna head there. But yeah, I'm terrible with names. It's actually literally where I was about to go myself. Let's go on this way. Checking things around, glancing things through here. I still like the spooky hall over here. In terms of spoopiness, this is probably my favorite of the corridors. Not this hallway specifically, but this whole little section in the manor this way. Let's open you up and get back to exploring. There's one thing which I'm gonna go pick up right now. Are you crystals? I bet you're crystals. Actually, looks like it might be related to something else. Oh, it's crystals. Silly old ghost hands. Alas. Let's go through here. Mannequin. Your games. Oh, let's look around here and see what starts glowing blue. Guess I'm back here. Well, nothing else here. Back out we go. Door, and good where we are. Let's check through there and go on back. Let's make our way back outside. Means they're gonna be heading towards the elevator. I don't exactly know where we need to go, but she did mention the hot basement, so I'm assuming that's where we're headed to. I'm guessing that the basement here connects to the other hospital area that we know about, which is to say that I'm pretty sure that there is a way. There was that door that was locked, I guess. A way that connects one area to the other. Going down, but of course. Unless there's a basement option on this elevator, which I don't believe there is, I'm going to most likely go to the second floor. Oh yeah, we still can't go to the fourth floor. Curious what's on the fourth floor of this building. You think we'll go to the moon from the fourth floor? The elevator started moving. I'm gonna go to the second floor to see if there's anything there. Because it's easy enough to get to the first floor from the second floor, so yeah. What the fuck did I just trigger? Okay. Did I just go back on the elevator? Nope, that's not it. Stop blocking the stairs. I'm going this way. This door is locked. I'm fucking boned. Let's go on out. Open the door and yeah. Things return how they should be. I guess I'm gonna take the long way. Maybe I'll find crystals on my way. Going on down, going on through, gonna make my way da 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 do. Well, let's make the way through. Now I'm just gonna take the long route over here, see if we can go through the door. Let's make our way back over here. You know what, actually? Nah, I'll go this way. I was gonna say I could go outside. Yeah, actually, no, I will go outside. I'll take the outside route to get to the basement. Here I come, outside route to the basement. There's no reason I need to take this way. In fact, honestly, the other route's probably the better option. But hey, I decided I'm gonna take this route right now. See what there is to see through here. I did unlock the door, so we should be fine to go there. Oh yeah, I did forget to listen to the tape again, Ruka. I would eventually remember it, but let's listen to the tape. A lot of things happened, in my fairness. Tapes. Did I listen to Misaki's tape? I think we did. I'll listen to both just in case.
テープ回ってます。どうだい？どんな気分かな？
私、お姉ちゃんと同じなの？言ってたよ。同じだって。霊媒だって。
そうか。そうだね。大丈夫。何も心配することはないよ。
一緒にいれば私みたいにならないって言ってた。ねえ。
あれを試してみようか。はい。テープ回ってます。どうだい？どんな気分かな？
お面をかぶると違う人が入ってくるの。わからなくなって眠ってるみたいで、だんだん声がして。
それはいつからかな？昨日かな？
わからない。お面？いろんなものになるってお父さんが言ってた。でもお父さんの違う人になったの。わかるもん。
そうか。
お家に帰れる？
もうすぐだよ。
お父さんも治るの？
すぐに良くなる。お母さんにもすぐ会える。
お父さんにも。
Well, he'll recover quickly, but he's insane, apparently. Actually, how many points do I have? Close to 600,000. My goal is to have over 1 million by the time I complete the game. I'm not sure how many points you need for whatever, but that's still my objective for this run. Anyways, down to the basement floor. So much to twist and turn and check through things. Next up, our favorite basement. I'm not actually sure if we're heading for the basement, but she said basement, so I assume. Maybe that door that was sealed earlier with all the talismans going to suddenly magically be opened. That was almost like a first-person view there, but yeah. Now, I don't exactly know if we're supposed to be down here, but I'll check. It's over here. To be honest, I am not quite sure what they wanted me to follow up to do once I read those 2 diaries. The nurse note did mention the basement, so there's something here or another. Oh, there it is. Let's pick this up. What are you, crystals? Oh no, it's power-up lens blow. Well, that's not bad. Let me look through here. I'm gonna save up for the last power upgrade. Alright, I guess some of the smaller upgrades. Increase the amount of spirit power absorbed. Capacity, increase the maximum of spirit power. Reload. I could probably upgrade some of the smaller things. I'll go do that. Capacity, yes. Absorb. Reload. Just to get the camera a bit more rounded there. No. What was that I picked up? Right, the power-up lens. Equipment. What does the power-up lens do? Boost the damage of a single shot by a small amount. Use the lens. Let's see, what does this do? Consumes all your spare power and deals a blow relative to the power consumed. Sure, that sounds cool. I have used the lens will show ghost movement to really increase the power of your attacks. All are fine things. Now, the door that leads to the basement thing is over here. Now, I don't think of this... I actually kind of don't expect this path to be open, because I don't know anything I've done that would have opened up this pathway. But I'm here. It's the basement. It's the door that was sealed off in the basement, so I'll investigate.
ここに入ることは禁じられている。
Oh! I was kind of right inside you, sir. There wasn't much I could do. Dad, what are you doing here? Dad, no! Oh! Dad, no! I actually do have a stone mirror. I do have a stone mirror, then I won't do anything about this. I do have a stone mirror, so I will not do anything about it. Jesus, Dad! Dad seems kind of like an annoying ghost, I'll be honest. It's partially the... It's like in constant fatal frame mode. God dang it, Dad! Doesn't the stairway is getting more annoying than it needs to be? I'd rather find him in this room. This is a much better room for him. I'm probably gonna die here at least once. Wow, he's really annoying here. God dang this ghost! Well, remember to run back to this room. This room is much better if I am in the corridor you start off in. I also switched to Type 14 film for this battle. I didn't save all that long ago, so it's not like I lost anything, but yay. Thanks for watching the video. I'd very much appreciate if you take a moment to consider donating to my Patreon, which I am using to try and make this more of a livelihood, not just for missed game videos, but little games I make in my own time, and to bring different types of videos to the channel. You can find the link for my Patreon in the description below, or in the video obviously. If you'd be interested in seeing me recording gameplay videos and doing other things live, I stream quite regularly and record almost all my gameplay over at a site called Hitbox TV on my channel. You can also see that in the video currently. Hope you enjoyed the video, and adieu.